Hello, my topic is position, velocity, and time. Let's get going. As you can see, I have a diagram here. This shows the relation between a position versus time graph and a velocity versus time graph. Once you start out with a position versus time graph, and when you look at that graph and you take the derivative or the slope of that graph, it gives you the velocity versus time graph. Once you have the velocity versus time graph, if you take the integral or the area under the curve of this graph, it brings you back to the position versus time graph. This is, in a way, is a cycle, as you can keep taking derivatives and integrals and going around and getting the same things over and over and over. An example of this is take this position versus time graph here. If your relation of position and time, the function for this is 2x, then you take a derivative of 2x and you get 2. Because the derivative of the first function was 2, that way you know that the velocity versus time graph is going to be equal to 2. This is a straight line across, and when you take the integral or area under the curve of this, you will get back to 2x, because once you take the integral and find that it is back to 2x, you know that the position versus time graph is again 2x. It goes on in a circle forever, and you will always be able to find either the position versus time from the velocity versus time, or the velocity versus time from the position versus time. This has been a production by Jesse Peterson. I hope you've learned something. Go calculus. DHO.